For me, it's something that's passed on through generation to generation. It's a heritage. I'm Craig Hoftizer, and I live here in the same place where I was born and raised. This is kind of home base here south of Boyden for our farm.
I'm Jacob, I'm 23 years old, I'm Dad's youngest son, and I graduated from Northwest Iowa Community College with a degree in electrical wiring.
My name is Isaac, and I was raised on this farm too, and I wanted to stay close to home because of the farm, so I went to Dordt College. I graduated there a couple of years ago with a Bachelor in Finance, and then I work at Iowa State Bank in Sheldon.
Yeah, I'm married to Kristen. We've been married for 29 years coming up later this month. And we have a daughter, Chloe, as well, who's 18. She just graduated from high school and is looking to attend college at UNI this fall.
I'm proud to see the work that we see old pictures and we see old plaques on the wall from those before us that were farming and what even just Dad has been able to do to grow the farms and yeah, just the amount of prosperity that we've been able to see that I'm proud of that, and I'm proud to maybe someday take that over and continue that.
Producing a tangible thing that everybody needs, whether they realize where it comes from or not, there is somebody in the background who has to produce that and go through the work to make it, and so that's what we do. If they don't even know we exist, but they enjoy what they have, then that's just fine with me too.
We're able to produce something that everybody needs. You know, we make food for people and food for animals, so it's a big part of the economy and being able to continue farming into the next generations too.
And then I'm proud to, if I want to bring faith into it, I'm proud to be a steward of the land. You know, if you think back to the first job ever, that was Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, and their job was to, take care of the Garden of Eden. So really, I'm just proud to be a steward of my garden, I guess, and carry through, I guess, what I feel like my calling is with my faith, just in farming. It doesn't just have to happen overseas on a missionary experience. It can happen right here in Northwest Iowa and the 40 acres of farming. So.
Well, being a part of a co-op is you're a member of it as well. You're a part owner. When those ideas or those regulations come up, you can give input on that and have a vote on that as well. You're also rewarded when you do business there, and if they do well, then you get a portion of that back. Just those kinds of things that you really appreciate from having a partner like that. I think for me, it's being engaged, and so I like to be part of the process, and so that's one of the reasons why I'm on the FCS board. We farm some of the best ground in the world, and the prices reflect that. So that's always a concern with what land prices have done, what rent has done, even machinery prices too. They've just really escalated and inflated over the years, and so sometimes that can be a struggle too, especially for the younger generation as they're looking to get started. If they don't have that base and that foundation, like I mentioned earlier, generations of people that have built that, it can be pretty tough and challenging. As far as the capital side of things, it's just being prudent. When you have really good years, you remember that and you kind of bank for when things get a little bit tougher, and just try to make prudent decisions and be as efficient as possible. There's that next generation that's looking to continue it on. I think you make decisions that are a lot more focused on the long term than what I probably normally would have otherwise. It also complicates some of those things, but in a good way, because most farmers, I would say that they would like to see the family continue on, and so that part's been good. I'm the fourth generation, these guys are the fifth generation, so for me it's something that's passed on through generation to generation. It's a heritage.
When I was a little kid, we had both grandpas around and they were helping out, and that was fun. And now they're gone, and now I get to do it with my dad and my brother and my mom and my sister. And it's cool cool to do something that is a family bonding thing, and we all get along great, and it's just it's a special experience. There's a plaque on the wall over here where the record for bushels, and you'll know better than I will. What's the record for the bushels that your dad raised?
Well, that was from 1975. My dad got an award for producing 141 bushels an acre, which is the same year that I was born, to give some perspective on how long ago that was. But yeah, to be recognized for 141 bushels an acre, and you look at how far we've come since then. Now, yeah, if you don't produce 200, it's disappointing. And granted, there are places every year where that is the case, whether from one calamity or whatever, but yeah, we've come a long way since then. You wouldn't recognize our home place now from when we moved here, because we took down a lot of the buildings.
I guess the only one that stayed was the corn crib, and that's because whenever we were in trouble as little kids, Jacob and I had the privilege of going out there and scraping the wood door and then repainting it. So that one stayed, I think, for that reason.
It looks like it could use some painting again.
These past few years, getting more involved with the farm, I've seen how Dad has managed his ground, and I guess he's pretty meticulous with things like, pulling weeds and, maintaining your ground. So that's influenced me quite a bit.
He instilled with us a work ethic and just how to do a good job. And so the way that, one of the ways we do that is by out walking weeds or out there pulling weeds and making sure the field looks clean.
Generations and years of blood, sweat, toil, and tears that our ancestors before us have experienced to build and grow the farm, and it's a responsibility that I take seriously to build on that foundation and hopefully pass it on to the next one and continue it on as well.
I'm looking forward to progress and growth, and now that I'm doing it with my brother, that the two of us hopefully we can put our heads together and not just get stagnant with what we have, but if it's God's will, then we can grow what's been growing and just keep that alive.
Just proud to be part of the community and to build on what others have done before me, and hopefully, kill that fly eventually. That's what I hope to do.